Hey everyone! So recently I saw this case on Elixir forum where someone was struggling with a weird state behavior in LiveView. It's quite interesting, so I decided to share it with you. So I managed to reproduce it here, and on the surface it's a simple counter, but it has a small twist. So whenever you type something into this input, the counter will increase as well. But the problem is that sometimes, as you can probably see, the counter will act a bit weird. It may suddenly change to something completely different. And the reason why this is happening is a really small yet hard to spot mistake. So let's open LiveDebugger and let's see how we can inspect it. So the first thing we can see when we open LiveDebugger is that we have two live views running in our node handled by two separate WebSocket connections. And it's already quite suspicious since there is usually only one WebSocket connection per browser window handling one live view. At least in a standard setup. There are some exceptions to this rule, but they do not apply to this case. So let's see what's hiding in those live views. Now that we have both live views open in the LiveDebugger, we can see that each has its counter set to 0. And after clicking the increment button, the counter changes, but only in the first live view. The second one remains idle. However, when I type something into this, this field, both live views receive a change event, and the counter and text assigns are updated. But we can see now that these unexpected changes in the counter aren't random. So sometimes the counter is rendered based on the state of the first live view, like here, and sometimes based on the second, like here. We've got 4 in the second live view and 4 in the rendered page. So it looks like a classic race condition. So what exactly is happening here? We have one browser window, 2 WebSocket connections, and 2 live views racing against each other. Let's take a quick look at the code base. This is the module where LiveView is implemented. The logic seems perfectly fine. We initialize the counter at 0 and the text as empty string. Then we have the render function where we display the counter and define phx click for the button and phx change for the form input. At the bottom, we have the logic for handling increment and update text events, and nothing unusual here. The code looks completely standard. So where's the issue? Well, it's hidden in the LiveView definition itself. Here, the default layout was changed from up to root. And this means that we have 2 root layouts nested within each other, and each one initializes its own live socket. On the server side, these are handled by the 2 separate LiveView processes we saw in the LiveDebugger. So once we change it back to the app layout, the application will work perfectly fine. And yeah, it's working. So that's all from me. As a side note, I believe this specific behavior has been already addressed in Phoenix LiveView 1.1.0, I guess. Still, I hope you found this deep dive interesting. Thanks for watching and see you next time.